magazines. I can't do another one of them. I've only had one video in between and they don't even do that well. I could always get my bestest friend in the world, Angry Shadow, to maybe upload some stuff. He did leave his Jim in Minion Funko Pop here, after all. Maybe I could talk with my other best friend to do another podcast episode of Merchandise Madness, link in description, that will never happen again because we're both lazy. Yeah, I don't really know what to do. I've kind of run out of ideas.
Hello, it's me, the fan, I mean the post.
Hello, post. What do you want? Why are you here at my house? I mean, Chow video background.
I've got a box here, the parcel, for a Mr. Stupid Bitch.
Hey man, you can't call me that. That's rude. It's so... Oh.
Right! I've got boxes, parcels that I need to go and deliver. Bye!
Okay, I guess we're reviewing whatever's in the box. Roll the intro. I have a parcel brought to me by the post, unless I cut that funny skit out of the video, in which case it magically appeared from the postman. As you can see, I've blacked out all the information with nail polish because I didn't have a marker pen. And we have a slightly revamped setup, only 2 comics in the background, and it's just generally smaller. But it's not, because now I can have the camera further back. So it's smaller, kind of, but I get the same amount of area. So let's just get this open. Let's find out what's in it. Let's reveal what's inside. I hope it's not upside down. Money shot. Oh no. Oh, the nail polish hasn't dried. I put it on my bloody hand. Oh, bugger. Oh, well, okay. Looks like we're doing the review with dirty hands. It's already dried, so we're doing the review with nail polish on my hands. So, we have something very special, especially as someone who lives in the UK. This is very special. I have gotten my hands on the Metal Virus Sonic figure. How exciting. Actually is very exciting to me. They've just released a Tangle, and I haven't managed to get my hands on that yet because it's quite pricey. But I'm going to try and get it sometime soon. This released... It technically released last year, but it hasn't really properly released from what I've heard. And it hasn't even... None of the Sega line released in the UK, and this is from the second wave. So I had to import it from Canada. We'll go over the box. Let's just bring it close to the camera. As you can see, it's a new head sculpt. I think the body is just a standard Sonic body. You do get a Zombot Froggy, which is interesting, because we don't even have a normal Froggy yet, but maybe we will soon enough. Here's the back. He's got 11 points of articulation. That's the standard for a 4-inch Jakks figure. And they have him posed in... Well, I think that pose is a bit rubbish, but that's besides the point. So we're just going to get this open. And I've butchered the box slightly, but it's fine. I'm not someone who keeps stuff in box anyway. This box will probably go in the bin. Oh, Froggy's fallen out. Oh dear. Well, since he's fallen out, we'll go over Froggy first. No, he's got no points of articulation. Oh, he's very small. I might need to get a bit closer. So here he is. He's very small. Like, he's tiny. Here's him next to a 2.5-inch figure. Like, he's just minuscule compass on it. Oh, Tails has fallen. Up, you silly fox. That's him next to a 2.5-inch figure. He's absolutely tiny. Which I'd have to see what he looks like next to Big, and to be honest, I can't be bothered to go get him. But I'm sure, Big the Cat is probably... He's a bit taller than a 4-inch figure, so we can guess based on how tall the Metal Virus Sonic is. But, you know, it's a cool accessory, but it is an odd one. Like, the Zombot Froggy, you know, it's just a weird choice. Either way, we'll pop him aside. He's pretty cool. He feels like he'd be very easy to break, so I need to be careful with him. And then, I need scissors to cut him out. Well, we'll just try the box cutter. So we've got him out. We'll just pop him straight on here. His legs are, well, they're the standard Sonic legs, so it's not the easiest to have him stand. I say that while I do it pretty much perfectly. So, you know, he is just a normal Sonic sculpt with a new head. But, you know, I still think he's pretty cool. He's got the normal 11 points of articulation, you know, the head, the arms. He's got a wrist swivel as usual. Legs, knees, and his shoes. That's his 11 points of articulation. Again, very standard, but it's not a bad amount. You know, it's not the greatest figure ever made. It is kind of just a Sonic, but with silver paint over some of him. But he's still quite cool, and it is nice to see some IDW representation because it's clearly opened the doors to more. As I said, we've just had a Tangle figure leak, which hopefully means we get Whisper soon, because she's my favourite. Here's him next to Froggy, his accessory. It really does show just how small the frog is. I guess it makes sense. He is a frog. But yeah, he is minuscule. I don't even know if he'd be to scale next to Big. He might be slightly too small. But I will have to test that in my own time. So let's get some poses with Metal Virus Sonic. Well, on the box, they did one of him, like, running. Yeah, it didn't look great, but I guess I can try and do it. They just, like, I probably won't be able to do it because, oh, his joints are very tight, which is good. I don't like when figures don't have tight joints. They kind of posed him like this, but I don't know if he's going to stand. Maybe if I get the posing just right. There we go. I've posed him in a kind of running stance. It doesn't look amazing, but, you know, you could pose him like that since he always has to be on the move when he's got the Metal Virus. I would probably be more inclined to pose him like... This is kind of how I pose all my Sonics. But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd probably have something like this. That's probably how I'm going to have mine posed. Just make... Oh, don't fall over, you silly blue rat. Because it kind of just makes him look angry. Yeah, something like that I think works. It just makes him kind of look ready to fight. Although he's leaning back a bit too much. Because he's balancing on his back foot and not his front foot. But you get the idea. He seems very good to pose. Again, very like tight joints. I don't think he'd have any issues with like being floppy. Some Jakks figure, especially the most recent Soap Sonic, he just struggled to stand. Oh, well, there we go. God, proving me wrong, are you? Again, a very good figure. Would I recommend paying what I had to pay for him, which was about £50, including the shipping, to get him to the UK? No. He's a cool figure, but it's like not £50 worth. Like, that's just an outrageous price, and it's only because he hasn't released in the UK, and we probably won't get the Sega line, which sucks, because it's like, there are cool figures in the line that I'm sure people in the UK would love to collect, but we're stuck with, you know, having to import, and, you know, even then, even in the States, I've heard the distribution isn't great for him. A lot of people are having to get him from Canada, which isn't a great look. But, you know, hopefully the distribution gets better. They start sending them to the UK. That would be nice. But I'm not going to bite my tongue because realistically, I don't know how likely it is they will. He's a cool figure. If you're from the UK or anywhere other than America and Canada, don't bother importing him. Like, again, cool figure, not worth spending like 50 quid on just to get him. Like, it's an outrageous price. And yeah, I spent it, so maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite. But I'm a collector. Next on the chopping block is Jet, and he's just as expensive. So I'm holding off on that as long as I can. I'll do a little ranking of the figure. I would say cost, it's rough. I'd give him like a 3 out of 10 of how much I paid for him. If you can get him for retail, great for price. If you can't, don't bother. Or at least don't spend £50 trying to get him. Posability, I'd mix that with, I'd say, articulation as well. It's standard articulation for Jakks. You can pull off some alright poses with him. You know, it's just the standard Jakks Sonic figure with a new head. Like, if you've had one before, you know exactly what you're getting with it. Not bad, not amazing, just kind of in the middle. The accessory, it's like a 2 out of 10. It doesn't really do much. It's just a piece of plastic that's shaped like a frog. It's cool. I would have preferred normal Froggy to go with big, but I get why they did it. It wouldn't make sense to package the Metal Virus Sonic with a normal Froggy. It'd be cool to get more Metal Virus figures in the future, like maybe some of the ones that got fully taken over, like Shadow and stuff. But again, I just don't. For the price he is, I can't recommend him. Like, again, unless you can find him for retail, I genuinely wouldn't bother until you can find him for cheap. Like, £50 just was not worth it, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because I thought it was a cool figure. And he is, but not £50 cool. That's about all I have to say, really. I guess just roll the outro. So that was my review on the Metal Virus Sonic figure. Overall, I think it was a bit of a waste of my money just because it was so pricey to get it here. But again, as I've said probably about 6 times throughout the video, if you can get it for retail, it's not a bad price. If you can't get it for retail, I probably wouldn't bother. So if you do want to financially support me after this purchase, just head down to your local homeless shelter and I'll probably be sat in there begging for money. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment on this video for the algorithm, and feel free to subscribe if you want to see my monthly uploads. I really don't upload that much, so if you do subscribe, you're not going to get spammed with notifications because I'm lazy. Plus, it's completely free, so there really is no downside to subscribing. There will also be some links in the description, such as my Twitter, mine and my friend's public Discord server, and our podcast channel, so please feel free to check any of them out. And with all that being said, peace.
Hi YouTube! Hey YouTube! What's good YouTube? Hello YouTube!